Hey, lovely. So I'm recording this video in this format because for some reason my ring light just seems to be out of whack. I am Queen Lovely. Welcome back to Melanated Crowns. So it's Friday. You know, I put my motivational video up. If you want to book a reading, link for that is pinned in the comments. And I'm just going to do a quick mashup of hot topics this week. So let's start with the Quavo and Saweetie situation. Basically, they was tussling over a bag and he flung her to the ground and basically left her there. He didn't help her up. He didn't help her up. Now, people are saying that why are people being quick to deem Quavo abusive from that video? Because in that video, he wasn't being abusive. And I feel like when it comes to abuse, and I was just talking to Psychic Leo Brown about this. You could go check his YouTube channel out about how, like, abuse does not always have to be something that's so, like, grandiose. It's not like somebody with a closed fist decking you in your face or somebody headbutting you or somebody beating your ass. Like, abuse can be emotional abuse. It could be mental abuse. It could be financial abuse. I don't know the nature of Saweetie and Quavo's relationship. Maybe he was abusive. Like, if she was to come out, I'm waiting for her. If she comes out and says this man was beating me, then I'm a believer. I'm a believer because what the hell she got to lie about in the video. But until she comes out, I don't have a strong opinion on the situation. He was dead wrong for flinging her to the ground like that. The fact that he didn't help her up, like, it just was not a good look. It wasn't a good look. Lil Nas X. He's mad because not only did he get sued by Nike or the people that made those shoes, but he can't sell no shoes. And he said he's really upset because freedom of speech is no longer a thing, this, that, and the third. Now, I don't agree with his representation and all of that stuff with the devil and the 666 and the bloodthirst, whatever it is. I just really have not been paying attention. I don't agree with that. But I do agree that the censorship and whatnot is something to look out for. I was just talking to Pop by Cherry, how, like, she was telling me how they're cracking down on sex workers and, like, sex being shown on Instagram. And what did I say? Shit, I asked the question. I'm like, why are they censoring sex workers on Instagram? I forgot what I said. I said something like they're censoring sex workers on Instagram. Oh, social media like YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook is on this censorship. You can't say this. We don't want you showing that, this, that, and the third. But in our music and pop culture, you got this overtly hypersexual image constantly being perpetuated. So I'm just confused as to why social media is any different. Why are y'all going so hard to censor the stuff on social media, but in pop culture and music, y'all are constantly pushing it? Like, look at the video that Lil Nas X just put out. You know, when you part of a label, they gotta approve stuff. Like, the math ain't mathing. the math ain't mathing. It's just not, like, it just, to me, it just don't, it don't make any sense. It don't make any sense to me. Like, we gonna censor sex workers and delete pages, but y'all got this overt hypersexual shit, Uranus and Taurus, constantly being pushed. Whatever. The two girls, 13 and 15, that killed a driver that was like 76. Should they go to jail for the rest of their lives or should they not? I think the answer, actually, I don't think. My answer is no. They're 13 and 15. They're not mentally developed. It's like they knew what they was doing, but something is off there. I didn't watch the video. I don't want that trauma in my system, but they need to be rehabilitated. And see, the problem is the prison system does not rehabilitate people the way that it's supposed to. So now in cases like this, instead of, the obvious reaction being, well, stick them in juvie, stick them there, people are like, no, 6 months to a year, 1 year to 2 years of juvie, and then they need intense counseling and rehabilitation. And I agree with that, because the longer you put people, and this was a correctional officer speaking, I was listening to the Breakfast Club the other day. The longer you keep people in jail, especially adolescents, as they're going through that phase of their brain being formed and whatnot, and the cognizant cues and subconscious cues, imagine all of that being shaped by being in such a hostile environment such as prison. Like, that's fucked up. I don't think, I know they took a life, and see, it gets dicey, because they took a life. So usually when it's an adult, it's like, all right, you took a life, so you want to sit your ass down and do life or close to it. You know what I mean? But 13 and 15, I don't think they should be in jail for the rest of their lives. I don't think they should. Y'all can tell me what y'all think about that. I really don't. I just don't. I don't think they should be in jail for the rest of their lives. And this is what I'm going to be studying in this fall. Social work with a concentration in mental health for adolescents. So, because I want to start at the root, honey. I want to get to the root when the issue starts, so we could catch it early and y'all can live y'all best lives. That's pretty much it. I feel like these past 2 weeks has been slow news weeks. The biggest story was Derrick Jackson. Let me be quiet. It was Derrick Jackson. And, Jessie Woo strikes again. Tamar Braxton talks about how, like, freeing herself from her abusive relationship. And Jessie Woo comes and says, I wish y'all was... what she said? I wish y'all was still together. And what did Tamar say? Jessica, he cheated on me for 2 years. It's really official. Jessie lacks discernment. Woo is a pick-me. I'm sorry. Like, her ignorance makes my ass itch. I'm sorry. I don't like it. I just feel like you 31, 32 years old. I'm going to need you to know better, sweetie. I'm going to need you to know better. Because I don't want you to marry and procreate with a nasty man with a nasty spirit. So I really need you to get your mind right. So when it's time for you to vet your husbands and the father of your children, whatever the case may be, you can make sound decisions. You're a Leo South Node. Okay? So with your Cancer, Jessie, please. Please. Enough. That's it. Ain't nothing else to talk about. If there's other things y'all want me to talk about, leave it in the comments. I'll come back with a part 2. It's Friday. I hope y'all have a good weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your prayers and positive messages. Thank you for your donations. If you want to donate to me, I am self-employed. So my Cash App and PayPal's in the comments. Or if you want to support my spiritual advising business, you could just book a service with me, and that's pinned in the comments as well. Have a great night.